Hey there guys, so the Assassin's Creed Shadows early access gameplay is finally out, and many people have played the game at this point. By played, I mean they basically played a demo. Some YouTubers flew out to the studio and it looks like the rest got to play a remote version of the game. The demo was about 4 hours, and from what I have heard and seen, it looks like they have all played the prologue, which is about 4 hours long. Some people say it's more, and some people didn't play the full 4 hours. I haven't played the demo, of course, because I'm not a big enough YouTuber, and I also wasn't invited because I'm not a part of the Cool Kids Club. I watched many videos about the gameplay, and I watched the story trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadows. I will admit that I'm not very impressed, but what I do like is the effort they have made. I have noticed a lot of people have been saying almost exactly the same thing, and I agree with them. Going into all the new information about Assassin's Creed Shadows, I feel like they played it very safe. They made sure that they did just enough to specifically please the people who buy everything. A lot of people are saying that the game is rather underwhelming. I have to agree with that. The gameplay shows very little improvement in some areas. The combat looks like all the other RPG games. I like the fact that it incorporates more martial arts. I mean, of course, the game is set in Japan, but it does a very good job of making the combat look good. The game has dual protagonists, as we know, and they both have rather different playstyles. The best way to sum it up is that Naoe is your stealth assassin character and Yasuke is your confrontational tank character. People still seem to have a huge problem with Yasuke. I feel that anything they do with him is something that people never like. They really can't win with him. I hate that people are not giving him a chance. Everyone is just saying Naoe, Naoe, Naoe. Yes, I get that Naoe is the assassin character, but we also need to understand that what people played was only the prologue. Knowing how long the RPG Assassin's Creed games can be, most likely the game will be well over 50 hours, so I'm thinking that there should be a lot more to the story. I would say as far as the story goes, wait and see what the story is like when the game comes out. There's a lot of things I don't really like about Assassin's Creed Shadows. For one, people keep complaining about the parkour in the game. And my one question to all of those people, or really any people in general, is what do you expect when the map looks like this? You have small towns and big wide flat open spaces. Why would they put so much effort into parkour if there is nothing to parkour with? The old Assassin's Creed games were based off of free running and a very simplified version of parkour that really fit the time period at the time. Now you have Naoe backflipping and grappling everywhere. I don't really mind it, but it looks rather out of place sometimes. There is very little climbing in the game, not to mention that the other character Yasuke can't even parkour like Naoe. The only thing he can really do is just doing a basic climb. And the thing that people don't understand is that it's not Yasuke's role to move like an assassin. He is a tank character who is very heavy, and I am sure that he lacks the assassin training. The thing we don't know is if he will fully become an assassin in the game. That you will have to see when the game comes out. I feel like people still have expectations for this game that clearly don't meet what the game is capable of. It seems like people are even more skeptical after getting the chance to play the game, and they only chose content creators to play the game. Before people got early access, a lot of people defended this game, and after early access it seems like people are jumping on the hate bandwagon after Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed twice. I'm sure that a lot of people expected the game to be much better, but it still looks more or less the same. It got so bad that they even banned an honest person's view on Assassin's Creed Shadows. A Japanese content creator's video got banned after he gave his views about Assassin's Creed Shadows as a Japanese person. His video got removed, which got a lot of attention, and by the looks of it, he got his video back. Ubisoft has been getting a lot of backlash because of all the mistakes they have been making. I never understand how they can never get things right. At this point, it feels that whatever Ubisoft does with Assassin's Creed Shadows makes people mad. With regards to Ubisoft, they just need to get this game out so that people can finally move on with their lives. People need to understand that Assassin's Creed has not been Assassin's Creed for a while now. And sure, you could say, well, that is obvious. But this is something that people need to hear. It seems that Assassin's Creed is now struggling to innovate past Assassin's Creed Origins. What I'm saying is that Assassin's Creed Origins, by a lot of people's views, is still one of the great Assassin's Creed games. Even though they went in the RPG direction, it took a different path, but it was still a good game that spoke about how the Brotherhood was started, hence the name Origins. So of course, the game wouldn't have the white and red robes and the normal eagle vision. The thing about Origins is that it's good even for a RPG game. Even though the game had microtransactions, people look past it. Fast forward 2 games later, and what do we have? The games were still RPG but had less and less to do with assassins. The other issue is that even though Ubisoft was putting in less effort, the games that were considered worse than Origins were still making more money. So who is really to blame here? This is why I still don't understand the hate for Yasuke. People are pretending as if the protagonists from Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla were just as much of an assassin as Altair and Ezio, ignoring everything that Origins tried to build. You find that in Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla, you basically play as superhumans who have so much less to do with historical accuracy than Yasuke being called a samurai. We need to start holding people responsible. Yes, it would be very easy to just blame Ubisoft, but tell me this. Did Ubisoft make you buy Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey and Valhalla? We are in this position because of the RPG games. Assassin's Creed was never an RPG game. People want to see classic Assassin's Creed style gameplay in video games that are clearly not Assassin's Creed games. People are saying that in Assassin's Creed Shadows, Yasuke doesn't play the way assassins are supposed to. But let's be honest, you telling me that since even Origins, that the main characters have been playing the way assassins are supposed to? I don't think so. Even with Assassin's Creed Mirage, a game that was Assassin's Creed going back to its roots, looks and feels more like an Assassin's Creed game, and yet it started out life as a Valhalla DLC. So really, people need to start taking accountability. I have not played any of the RPG games, and nor do I wish to. I feel that they ruined the franchise, they ruined the story of the original games that they were going for, and now people have no idea where the franchise is going. The fans are beginning to question the franchise. This is also after the real fans have left. I am one of the people who like the old games. A lot of the people who were die-hard fans of the old franchise have left, and now the new so-called fans are waking up. At the end of the day, it's just a video game. At the end of the day, they are just video games. I am tired of people acting as if Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to be or is the worst game of all time. What people need to do is to make it clear that they just want good video games, because even after the backlash, Assassin's Creed Shadows hasn't shown that much improvement, even though the game has been delayed twice. They improved on a few things, but as I usually say, for every one good thing they did right, there are 2 things they did wrong. I have accepted the fact that Assassin's Creed is never going back to what it used to be, and that in many cases the new fans are mostly a bunch of hypocrites. Some of them just want a good video game. But for now, I think I'm done with Assassin's Creed Shadows. I will wait for the game to come out. I'm really interested in what they do with the modern day. The anime's hub is disappointing because we don't know who the modern day protagonist will be. And with that, this is the Chilly Man signing off. I thank everyone for watching. Peace out.